Today we are going to learn jigs and fixture. First we'll go with the introduction of jigs and fixture. So jigs and fixtures are a production work holding devices used to manufacture duplicate parts accurately. So jigs and fixtures are essentially to working holding to and holding devices in the industries. These devices facilitates clamping of workpiece on the machine tool in a correct relationship with the cutting tool. Jigs and fixtures are often used in a interchangeability or interchangeable and sometimes in a pairs. But there is an difference between two terms jigs and fixtures. They are special purpose tools used for a large scale production by semi-skilled operators. They can also be used for a small scale production when interchangeability is important by a skilled mechanist, when the workpiece is difficult to hold without a special equipment. Here, as concerned with the jigs and fixtures, only it is used for the mass production. The jigs and fixture cannot be used for a single part production. So, they are used in the industry to reduce the cost of production, to increase productivity, to ensure accuracy of component, for mass production of component on it, repeatability basis, for a fully or partial automation of work, to increase the versatility of the machine tool, to improve quality with a greater machining accuracy. So, jigs is defined as a device which holds and positions the works, locates or guides the cutting tool about the workpiece, and usually it is not fixed to the machine table. Jigs are used for performing the operation of drilling, reaming, tapping, on counter boring. So jigs and fixtures are so closely related that terms are sometimes confused or used interchangeably. The difference in the way the tool is guided to the workpiece. Fixtures locates, holds and supports the work securely so the required machining operations can be performed. Fixture is a work holding device which only holds the position the work but does not it in itself guide, locate or position the cutting tool. The setting of the device is done by machine adjustment and setting a block or usually using a slip gauges. A fixture is bolted or clamped to the machine table and usually heavy in construction. Jig not only locate and support the workpiece but also guides the cutting tool. The term jig should be used only for a device employed while drilling, reaming or tapping holes, as I said earlier, whenever we defining the jig term. It is not fastened to the machine on which it is used, so it is not fastening on the machine, so it is a machine on which it is used. So it may be moved around on the table of the drilling machine to bring each bushing under the drill. It is not fastened to drill press table for small workpiece, however holes about 0.25 inches in diameters are to be drilled. It is usually necessary to fasten the jig to the table securely. So jigs make it possible to drill, ream, tap, hole at much greater speeds and with greater accuracy. So when we use jigs, so if we drill any of the hole, so we can use a much greater speed as we use the normal speeds. So and with the accuracy also we can drill the hole. Skilled workers are not required over here because the jigs we are using. Responsibility for the accuracy of hole location is taken from the operator and given to the jig. Jigs physically limit and control the path of the cutting tool with the help of bushings. So here bushings are used and it gives a path also. For machining operations like milling, shaping, turning, broaching, the term fixture should be used. For these or for all these operations, we are going to use the fixtures. Fixtures holds and locates the work during the machining, but does not contain special arrangement for guiding the cutting tool. So it is fixed when it does not guide guide the cutting tools. A fixture is also fixed to the machine. The accuracy of machining depends upon the operator and construction of machine tool. So here the figure shows the jigs and fixtures. So what is the purpose of using jigs and fixture? So first one is to reduce the cost of production by using them. They eliminate the laying out of work and setting up of the tools. To increase the production rate, to ensure high accuracy of parts produced without any manufacturing defects. Okay, then to provide for interchangeability. So you can see one more picture over here. Here is a picture, and here it is workpiece is fixed over here, and this is a milling cutter. With the help of milling cutter, so this workpiece removing the material. Also reduce the quality control expenses. Increase versatility of the machine tool. Their use partially automates the machine tool. So there are types of drill jigs are there. First one is a open jig, and second one is a closed or box jig. Jigs we call it as. Okay. Here we can see first is the open jig. So in the open jig we can see used for a simple operation and closed or box jigs. So here used for a parts that must be machined on more than one side. So here work is done only one side of the part. So when we use open jigs, when work is done on the one side of the part, this closed jig is used for more than one side of the part. So in the open jig, the top is kept open. So you can see in the open jig, the top is kept open and workpiece is placed on the base of jig and the drill plate, and carrying the drill bushes in the placed on the top to guide the tool. After the operation is over, the drill plate is removed and workpiece is replaced. Okay, so it is done on the one side of the part. So you can see over here the operations are common to this open jig or drill jig we call it as. This drill, ream, tap, chamfer, counterbore, countersink. Okay, in this side reverse countersink and reverse spot face. So here you can see once from the one side of the face we are doing the drilling operation, reaming or tapping operation. So in the open kind of drill jigs. So here it is saying that work is done only one side of the work part. Okay. So second one is a closed or box jig we call it as. In the closed or box jig, it is construction is like a box and it is used for the components having the irregular shape and to be operated at a different places. This type of jig provides a rigid support. So we can say it as it provides a rigid support, and so machining on the various places of workpiece becomes comfortable. As I said, used for a parts that must be machined more than one side. So here you can see the closed or box jig, the shape is like a closed box type. So if you wanted to do the machining more than one side of the any of the part, so then we go with the closed or box type of drill jig, or we can call it as a closed or box type of. Next type is a template type of jig. It is the form of jig consisting of suitable material having holes for a correct location. The plate serves as a template which is fixed on the component to be drilled. Template jigs are normally used for accuracy rather than the speed. So template jig is used for more accuracy. Here speed is not a common factor. So any kind of speed can be used over here. So only the accuracy we will see in the template jig. Okay, then used for locating hole pattern on large workpieces. So if you are drilling the number of holes on any of the workpiece, so we have to locate the hole pattern, how we are going to hole on that particular workpiece. So it is used to locating a hole pattern on the large workpieces. Usually not clamped, it is a self clamping. It is the least expensive, so it is very less in cost. Simplest type of jig it is. They may or may not have a bushings. When the bushings are not used, the whole jig plate is commonly hardened. So this is the template jig. So you can see the figure of template jig. So you can see here two holes are provided over here, and this is the part, and here four, the pattern of hole is over here. 4 holes pattern is there. So in this, the part is there over here. Again here the different type of pattern is over. This is outside hole and this is inside hole. There are 4 type of holes are used over here in the template jig. This is the template jig. So next type of jig is the plate jigs. So if the work is to be done very large scale, an improvement can be made to template jig, that is the plate type of jig. This uses a plate having a drill, pushers and suitable means to hold and locate the work, that it can be clamped the plate and holds the drill directly through the bushers in the correct position. If you wanted to do a work in a large scale, so template jig cannot be used. So over here we can use we have to use a plate jigs. It is the modified form of the template jig. Over here you can say with the bushers incorporated on the temple. So bushers are used over here. Consists of single bush plate with a provision for locating and clamping of workpiece. They have built-in clamps to hold the work. They use a flat plate containing bushing as their main structure member. All the details are attached in reference to this plate. So you can see the diameter of the jig feet should be bigger than the slot of the machining table to prevent feet from falling into the slots. So you can see the template jig is over here, or plate jig we can say it as. Over here the plate part is used over here, and these are the different holes are there which will be drilled on this particular workpiece. Okay, so the clamping is done over it, and the bushing is used over here. So while fixing the part on the jig. Okay, this is a plate jig we are going to use. So you can see, so also called as a open type of jig. Slip bushings for operation than drilling. Then thin parts stacked for drilling several parts at one time. These jigs are sometimes made with the legs to raise the jig off table for large work. This style is called as a table jig. Okay, so not have a legs, may or may not have a legs over here. So table type of jig we will see in the next video.